What's up, race fans? We're a couple of days away from our final open modified event of the year in the Lincoln Tech Open 80. But let's look back quickly at last Friday, Senators Cup night, and see what you may have missed at Stafford. In the SK Modifieds, Dan Wesson has scored 2 top 10s in the 3 prior races to Friday. Well, the Munson, Massachusetts native took it up a notch on Friday, scoring his first top 5 finish of the season, finishing 5th after starting 18th. The Wesson Motorsports team had a really rough 2020 and a tough start to 2021, but they continued to move in the right direction. Michael Christopher Jr. has been strong all year, but found trouble on the very first lap of the feature, suffering damage in a massive stack-up. The Walcott, Connecticut native would end up pitting during the first 3 cautions of the event to fix the damage and fix the handling. Despite all the trips to the back and a car that was pretty loose, Jr. was able to drive through the field at the end and finish 6th. A strong, persistent effort for the 82 team. In the late models, John Blake finished 12th in 4 of the 5 prior races to Friday, but he stepped it up this past week, finishing 5th, his first top 5 finish since he scored a 3rd almost 3 months ago. The Blake Company LLC 61 team hopes this is a change of direction as they look for a possible return to the late model podium. After a rough couple weeks, Paula Root has seen some better fortune in the late models. He has scored a top 10 finish in the last 3 races. It may not be exactly what the Supreme Industries 82 team is looking for, considering they won a race last year, but 3 fairly clean top 10 runs is a step in the right direction as they look to break back into the top 5. In the SK Lights, Alexander Pearl had a strong run in a caution-free race. Pearl climbed from a 7th place starting spot to finish 2nd, his first trip to the podium since his win over 2 months ago. They haven't been quite satisfied with their performance, but the Darling Auto Parts 7 team is still in the championship hunt and is hoping to string together some more podiums and wins. SK Light rookie Anthony Bellows had some rough moments during the 2021 season, but there have been some bright spots as well, including a 9th place finish last Friday. Bellows has 3 top 10s this year, including a top 5, but this was his first top 10 in over a month. The Bellows Motorsports 51 team hopes that their 11th and 9th place finishes the last 2 weeks is a sign of what's to come. In the street stocks, Bobby Sturck III has had his fair share of tough luck in the last 2 weeks, but he finally got a clean race going last Friday, scoring a career-best 4th place finish, leading some laps along the way. The A6A Associates 9 team has improved in their 2nd full year in the division with 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s so far. Street stock rookie Travis Downey's had a solid year, scoring 9 top 10 finishes this season, including an 8th and a 7th in the last 2 weeks. The Barkhamsted, Connecticut native is looking for top 10 number 10 and maybe a 2nd top 5 finish this year. And in the limited late models, RJ Serdell finally found some luck. The Napa Tolland 83 team ran a clean race last Friday and finished in 5th position, his first top 5 since early June. The Wellington, Connecticut native hasn't given up despite the rough weeks they've had. They haven't missed a race and is hoping that this is the start of some good fortune. Speaking of good fortune, here's a couple drivers who need some, both from the SK Modifieds. It's hard to believe that Tyler Hines needs a 4-leaf clover, but 3 weeks ago, he was involved in a crash while battling for the lead in a race he dominated. And then the next week, he fought a loose car to a 6th place finish. And then there's last Friday, running 2nd, trying to reel in the leader Keith Rocco, Hines blows an engine. So these last 3 weeks have not been smooth sailing for Hines, and if he wants to be in the championship battle, he's going to need some good luck. David Arroux has been pretty solid this year, including scoring his first career SK podium back in June, but the last few weeks have not gone David's way. He's been involved in an incident in 2 of the last 3 SK features, and the one feature he wasn't involved in the crash, he got caught in the pits on the final restart. David has had speed, but has finished 19th and 16th in the last 2 races. And here's an update on drivers who had trouble last week. Todd Doulard is unfortunately done for 2021 after crashing hard in the heat race during his return appearance. Troy Tallman also returned with a new team this past Friday, but he had mechanical issues and he might be out for a couple weeks as well. Marcello Refrano is taking this Friday off in the SK after engine issues last week and will focus more on the Open Modified. Daryl Keene lost the motor last Friday, but he'll be back to compete this week. The same with Tyler Hines. Well, that'll do it for this week's edition of What You Missed. Now remember, for this Friday, if you want to come to the track, you can get tickets online at StaffordSpeedway.com, or you can get tickets here at the gate. If you can't make it to the track, go on FlowRacing.com. You can watch the race live there. Heats start around 6, features start around 7. Either way, we'll see you at the track.